Welcome, everyone, to our 2K Sports broadcast. We have a great game on tap for you. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy.
Here we go.
And it's Fort Worth to start out. Pass to Morning. And here is Thomas. Covered by Cunningham. There's the three. Thomas, no luck. Here's Virginia Beach with the ball. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
Well, that's the kind of assertive play you want to see more of from Cunningham.
You know, Stan, when you talk about the skill set Cade Cunningham possesses, what impresses you most?
I think a couple of things, Kevin. Number one, his poise is outstanding. This guy never gets bothered by anything that happens in a game, by any type of adversity. He's just going to come back with the same mindset on the next play. And also, his shooting has improved so much that you've now got to defend him honestly on the perimeter, and that sets up the rest of his game.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Thomas. In the corner, Smith with it. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Well, if you're going to foul Johnson there, you have to make sure he misses.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards.
And we know Morning excels at finding these shot blocking opportunities. It's like he sees the shot coming.
Yeah, secures the ball off the glass. Does a nice job going right back up.
Good on the bucket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Edwards drives in. Pass to Johnson. And he drives in. And Johnson with the stuff.
Well, a successful drive is about timing and control. Johnson had both going for him there.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Here's Johnson. And then Johnson with the dunk.
A wiry athlete, Jalen Johnson. 2 loud points.
Outside Thomas. Smith with a wide open look. That three off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Check out Morning inside, where he operates with such confidence. This close in, he knows he's got the shot.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Thomas. Shot clock at 6. Kicks it out to Johnson. Pass to Smith. Offline with his three. Here's Edwards to the paint. Here's Johnson. Here's Morning. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Virginia Beach leads by 2. And the second. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Virginia Beach.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
And one other thing they've done well today, guys, share the ball. I mean, set up teammates and just plain unselfishly.
It's Beal on the wing. Screen by Jordan. Here's Westbrook. Top of the key, Beal. Here's Jordan. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
Stan Jalen Johnson is already a nightly double-double threat, and his game, it just continues to expand.
Oh, look, Jalen Johnson, Kevin, is an all-star level guy. I mean, efficient on the offensive end, brings consistent energy every night, makes very few mistakes, and plays both ends of the floor. Westbrook plays so hard out there. When he has the rim in his sights, he locks in on throwing it down.
Here's Westbrook. He takes it in and finished off by Westbrook.
The artist behind many iconic throwdowns, Russell Westbrook, putting on a show.
Here's Morant. Still without a basket. Over to the wing. Back to Johnson. Fires for three. Rebound by Johnson.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Virginia Beach leading by 4. To the right side. Outside Edwards. Pass to Embiid. Back to Edwards. And again, it's Virginia Beach missing.
The fall away, upping the degree of difficulty. You wonder if perhaps they could have gotten a better look.
And Thomas, here we go. Back to Edwards. Edwards downhill.
A spectacular finish from Edwards. Once he started driving, he did not hold back.
Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. Off the left rim and out.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Right side Westbrook. And he hits it to tie the game up. Westbrook's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And this team encourages Westbrook to look to score inside. You can see why with these results.
And the basket is good.
That's how they like to see him operate. Big part of their attack.
Nowitzki a screen. It's stolen by Edwards. Right wing. And it's Eric Gordon with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. For three, Edwards. Great D that time from Edwards. From downtown. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. It's Virginia Beach up by 2. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Greg, Anthony Edwards is full of confidence, and it's beautiful to watch.
And rightfully so. Ant can do it all on the floor. As complete of a wing as you'll find in our league.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on two things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
And Edwards drops them both. Well, Coach, we know there's a lot of expectations tied to a #1 pick. And sometimes they fall flat. But that has not been the case so far with Anthony Edwards.
Oh, it sure as heck hasn't, Kevin. But I think it starts with Anthony Edwards welcomed the expectations. He wanted the expectations, and he has pushed himself to play to that level on a nightly basis, and he's done it. That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Here's Johnson, and then Johnson with the jam.
Yeah, plenty of power behind that move from Johnson.
In the corner, it's Gordon. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time. Gordon's got the lead up to 6 now for Virginia Beach.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Mourning with the screen. 5 to shoot. Edwards can't hit. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Virginia Beach. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. And slam dunk by Johnson.
Well, you can't teach the athleticism displayed there by Johnson.
Edwards drives in. And Edwards slams it in.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could.
Well, that's what you want from Cunningham. Use your size, attack the rim.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Fort Worth trails by 8. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And finished off by Westbrook.
Well, Westbrook attacks the basket with such velocity. He's so good at getting to where he wants to go.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Nowitzki. It's Dirk getting it done inside.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Here's Edwards. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
Nowitzki a screen. The kick out to Westbrook. Clock at 6. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, he bailed him out with that one. The shot clock was low. You got to just play straight up D. That is not the time to take a foul.
And that one drops.
I mean, Westbrook is a gifted finisher. Allow him to find his looks inside at your own risk.
And that's collected by Nowitzki.
And priority number 1 has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff.
Here's Morant. Outside Westbrook. Fort Worth moving the ball around. That's good. And so Beal with the assist. Westbrook's got the game tied up here for Fort Worth. Here's Edwards. Looking to get back on track here. No good at the rim. Here's Beal. That's the end of the third, and it's all tied up. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And here is Fort Worth now, outside Westbrook, to take the lead. Smith feeling it out a bit. Going inside. Tries again. Kicks it out to Nowitzki. And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Westbrook missing. And Virginia Beach with the possession here. Cunningham outside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. They get Russell Westbrook.
Well, Cade Cunningham is a terrific all-around player. His scoring, passing, and rebounding are a huge lift for this team.
He doesn't get the second one.
Well, didn't sink them all, but at least that puts them in front.
Pass to Westbrook. Driving in. Edwards looking it over. To take the lead. Strong move inside by Edwards.
Well, Edwards is such a strong player. Skilled at absorbing contact and still finishing.
Now Edwards. No good.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Westbrook. Oh, that is a big-time jam.
How about Westbrook turning the clock back a little right now? He's cooking with grease.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Virginia Beach trails by 3. Gordon fires. And he does not hit. And here is Fort Worth now. They've only given up 1 point in the fourth quarter. Johnson the screen. Now Beal. Up top Edwards. Johnson. The long shot, no good. A great pass leads him right to the rack.
Important points for Mourning. Zoe is a winner, and he wants the ball in that situation.
Look at Westbrook carrying the load. He can be that guy for you.
Cunningham. And down goes the 3.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives for the big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out.
And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Mourning with the screen. Now Johnson. Oh, that was a two-hander.
Always great to see a guy rise to a challenge. Johnson knew this was a must-get bucket.
Westbrook fires. And the 3 misses. And Virginia Beach with the possession here. A 2-point game. Cunningham with it. Westbrook picks him up. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ballgame.
Well, that's outstanding execution in a big spot. He showed a lot of poise at the line right there.
Mourning with the screen. And here's Edwards. Beal outside. Beyond the arc. That's off. And they go to the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
Taking care of business at the line. Converting on all those free throws helps them build this lead.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. He knows every possession is critical now. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
Looking for a quick shot, trying to extend the game.
Yeah, and then they have to foul quickly and hope for some misses at the line. Well, that's why he's out there using his size in the paint.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And he ends up missing both free throws. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Fort Worth. They trail by 6. Now Johnson. Outside Edwards. Here's Johnson. Knocks down the 3. They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And the second of 2 is good. That gives them a 4-point cushion.
Timeout.
And Fort Worth calls time here. They're trailing by 4. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
An uphill climb. They need everything to break their way.
Well, I'm sure they'll run a play they believe in. If it works, I say try for the steal, and if you don't get it, immediate foul.
Now Morant can't connect from long distance. So Virginia Beach picking up the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Along with Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for joining us for this one on 2K Sports. See you next time. Welcome, everyone. So happy to have you along for this 2K Sports presentation. And on tap tonight, it's Fort Worth going up against Virginia Beach. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And Virginia Beach starts out with the ball. Pass to Westbrook. Here's Reese. Over in the corner, Edwards. Over Haslam. Here's Reese. He's guarded by Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up.
I like that. Reese being aggressive, trying to make something happen.
That free throw, no good. No good on the second free throw.
Well, the excitement around Angel Reese is infectious. She's incredible in the paint, getting boards and never giving up on a play.
Outside Williams. Pass to Haslam. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one on Embiid. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line. Now Edwards. Rebound by Williams. Irving for 3. Westbrook with the nice D there. Here's Virginia Beach with the ball. You know, Greg, when Kyrie elevates off the dribble, it's a work of art.
He makes it look so easy, but that fluidity is the result of countless hours in the gym and perhaps an innate gift for the extraordinary. Seldom lets it fly from 3, but Reese has been working on that shot.
Outside Williams. On the wing, Irving. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Edwards. Drives to the hoop. No good on that one.
Come on, you can't be doing that. I know these guys want to put on a show, but you can't pass up scoring opportunities.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Here's Embiid.
And talk about effort. Embiid staying with that one.
A minute 50 left to play here in the first. And then Roy with the dunk.
And just showing off for the crowd a little bit there. Roy enjoys putting on a show.
And then Roy with the jam.
Well, sometimes when you see the athleticism these guys have, it reminds you that this league has some of the best athletes in the world.
So both teams changing it up here. Westbrook surveying the D. Outside for Beal. Back to Westbrook. Pass to Aldridge. Over Gordon. And again, it's Virginia Beach missing. Fort Worth leading by 3. And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That's his first foul. Stolen by Wade.
Well, he was laying in wait for that pass. Terrific read to get a jump on it.
No problems knocking that one down.
And that's money from Beal. He's so crafty at finding space in that deep corner.
Now, here is Irving. It's up a 3. Virginia Beach pulls it in.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Well, Greg, we know at his peak, Joel Embiid, one of the elite two-way centers to ever play in the NBA.
The former league MVP, but when you weigh close to 300 pounds and move like he did, not entirely surprising that his lower extremities took a toll.
Here's Pajemski. Virginia Beach working the ball around now. That one goes in.
Perfect read from Aldridge there. Very willing to share it with his guys and getting them going.
Here's Beckers. driving the lane. And she could not get that one to go through with all that contact, but she will go to the line for 2 free throws.
Well, you could see the contact coming, but she kept her head down on the way to the hoop.
No luck that time either.
In terms of outstanding players in the W, Paige Beckers is on the short list. She really improves any offense she's a part of.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Virginia Beach leads by 3. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And when you consider how Virginia Beach is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
Yeah, they really trust their depth. They have no problem relying on their bench in crucial situations.
And so it looks like it'll still be Fort Worth's ball. And here is Fort Worth now. They trail by 3. Edwards just makes it look simple inside.
Well, I love when guys like Edwards work inside. Don't settle for jumpers. Get a solid look close to the rim.
They double team Beal. Poked loose. And stolen by Mourning. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one on Embiid.
Well, look, you can't let Edwards get this close to the rim because he will dunk it on you.
Greg, Anthony Edwards is full of confidence, and it's beautiful to watch.
And rightfully so. Ant can do it all on the floor. As complete of a wing as you'll find in our league.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. And here's Aldridge. He'll bring it up for Virginia Beach. Here's Reese. Down low. Second chance shot. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
And Aldridge is just so long, which is what makes him so effective close to the basket.
Here's Beckers. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
I just love his attitude on D. That block shows he isn't giving up anything easy.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Aldridge. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And Fort Worth calls time here. Fort Worth trails by 4. Outside Williams. 3-pointer. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
And Williams is a baller. He's an exciting player to watch. Fantastic passer and shooter.
And he nails the 3rd.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
There's a minute 47 left here in the second. Pass to Wade. And Westbrook, here we go. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Williams has got 5 points so far. And the dunk by Westbrook.
An above-the-rim athlete, even on the back nine. Westbrook sends it home.
For three, Williams. Great D that time from Westbrook.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Williams, that's for two. Jump shot is good that time. Williams has got 7 now in this quarter. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of...
Oh, look at that.
Wow.
The artist behind many iconic throwdowns, Russell Westbrook, putting on a show.
Williams for three. Again, the miss by Williams. Outside Westbrook. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
And there's the ferociousness. Got to enjoy Westbrook taking flight and slamming it down there with authority.
Here's Williams. Reese pulls it in. Here's Wade. From down in the low post, it goes. Now it's a 5-point Virginia Beach lead. Outside Williams. And that one released in time, but no good. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's Virginia Beach up 5. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Now, Fort Worth with it. It's a 5-point game. Irving for three. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. And Virginia Beach with the possession here. Wasted no time on that one. Edwards got his second basket of the game.
As the lead continues to grow, this is just heady, sound basketball.
Well, that third quarter is when you want to increase your lead. Really building it up before that final quarter.
Edwards with it. Duran picks him up. Edwards fights through for two.
Just a ferocious play by Edwards. Taking the contact, but staying committed to his finish.
The shot's good from Roy. Roy's got 6.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim.
In the air and down hard. Woo!
Oh, stop.
And Fort Worth calls time here. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Outside Roy. On the wing, Irving. Just 5 on the clock. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. Virginia Beach leading by 7. Here's Edwards. Uh-oh! Uh-oh!
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, Edwards has some big bounce in his step.
The shot's good from Irving.
That's how they like to see him operate. Big part of their attack.
Here's Reese. It's blocked.
An effective stopper at the rim. Duren sure knows how to use those long arms of his.
For Fort Worth, it's gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight. Fort Worth trails by 6. And you talk about size, coach, strength, and bounce. Jalen Duren drawing comparisons now to a young Dwight Howard.
Yeah, he certainly is, Kevin. And look, I like to be careful when we're making those kind of comparisons with a young player and a Hall of Famer like Dwight Howard. But there are similarities with the athleticism and the relentless approach to defense and rebounding. Look, I got to say, the evolution of Russell Westbrook has been an underrated story in the league. This is a star player who has adapted to so many different situations successfully.
Back to Irving. 4 on the clock. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Irving's got 7 points in the game.
His goal is to make an impact all over the floor. Irving can be a headache from mid-range.
For Virginia Beach, they shot 3 of 5 at the foul line. And the first one at the line is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And one thing about Westbrook, he does not have a quiet presence. You know he's out there at every moment, and his production speaks volumes.
Well, the defense was a little soft. He felt free to take that shot.
Here's Westbrook. And it's Irving with the rebound. Fort Worth trails by 5.
Whoa! Gracious. Oh, big-time jam. Oh, man. That was sensational.
Oh, man.
He is an all-world dunker. Gordon with the monster jam.
2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Pass to Duren. And stolen by Aldridge. Here's Edwards. Edwards with the powerful flush.
Oh, how about the dunk right there? I love seeing him go up with that force.
Right side, Williams. Left side, Irving. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Virginia Beach leading by 3. Edwards drives in.
And when it comes to rim protection, that's picture perfect.
And stolen by Williams. Pull-up jumper. No good from Irving.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Virginia Beach. Three-tenths quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. And Virginia Beach with the possession here. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Out to Wade. It's stolen by Edwards. Here's Mourning. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And you gotta love the fire that Mourning plays with. His passion for the game is so special.
And both free throws good for Mourning.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence. Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
Outside Roy to take the lead. Reese pulls it in. Here's Virginia Beach with the ball. They lead by 1. Driving to the basket.
The size, the overlooked quickness. Angel Reese is tough to guard when she's attacking.
60 seconds off the clock here in the 4th. Virginia Beach leading by 3. Wade outside. Pass to Reese. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Well, she was already on the run and had a clear line to the rim. So why not just throw it down?
And Fort Worth calls time here. Virginia Beach making a switch here. And here is Fort Worth now, trailing by 5. Irving surveying the floor. And the 3 ball is good. Irving's got 13 points in the second half.
And Irving can change the course of a game with his ability to shoot the 3.
The shot's good from Westbrook.
Easy shot for him. They'll take that every time up the floor.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
How about Westbrook turning the clock back a little right now? He's cooking with grease.
Irving for 3. Another 3 for Fort Worth.
And make no mistake, Irving wants the ball in his hands in these moments. His confidence is off the charts.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Westbrook with the steal. In transition, here comes Virginia Beach. It's deflected and stolen by Gordon. And Randall throws it down.
Well, in that situation, you know Randall's going to be calling for the ball. That's a nice take.
Here's Edwards. What a sweet jam by Edwards.
And the more experience Edwards gets, the better he'll become, especially when he's stepping up and hitting the big shots.
Here's Embiid. Gordon with the defensive effort. Now Fort Worth with it. It's a 1-point game. On its way from Irving for 2. Reese pulls it in. Over in the corner, Edwards. Pass to Reese. Count!
Reese is no stranger to clutch situations. Comes through with a big bucket here.
On its way from Irving for 2. Great D that time from Westbrook. Here's Edwards. Driving inside. Yes!
Well, you need a bucket? Give it to Edwards. He's got that clutch gene.
And Fort Worth calls time here. Near the 3-point line, it's Edwards. And Embiid pulls it down.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
24 seconds left in the 4th. And now we've got the intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
No good from Irving. Outside Westbrook. Back to Wade. Lets it go with the 3. And again, it's Virginia Beach missing. Connects from 3-point range. So Virginia Beach picking up the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We thank you for watching. See you later. Welcome, everyone. So happy to have you along for this 2K Sports presentation. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony.
Here we go.
And it's Chicago to start out. And the dunk by Mourning.
Well, that didn't take long. You got to leave some guys back on the tip, or that's what'll happen.
Back to Rose. Into the lane. And Rose throws it down.
Yeah, how about the heart on display here tonight from Rose? Just flawless in his attack at the rim. Boy, it's tough to match his quickness.
A shot by Jordan, no good.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Here's Chicago. Thompson looking for an opening. Going inside. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Tenacious on the attack. Thompson is fantastic at finding lanes to the basket.
Out to Edwards for the three. Chicago grabs the miss.
Boy, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Jordan with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. A nice shot by Jordan.
Yeah, high percentage look for Jordan. It has every move you could ask for in the painted area. And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Johnson with the rebound. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Virginia Beach.
And already, Rose may be the most athletic point guard in the league. Amazing quickness to go with that leaping ability.
This is his first free throw of the game. And both free throws good for Rose.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Mitchell looking it over. And Mourning sends it back.
And that is why shooters fear Mourning. He's got excellent instincts for coming up with the block.
Yeah, Edwards has some big bounce in his step.
Greg, Anthony Edwards is full of confidence, and it's beautiful to watch.
And rightfully so. Ant can do it all on the floor. As complete of a wing as you'll find in our league.
Rebound by Smith. Here's Mitchell. And it's Smith penetrating. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That one on Rose.
Yeah, scouts have said Smith needs to get stronger, and maybe that's the case, but, well, he sure muscled that one in.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Reese. That's in, coming off the assist from Edwards.
I love the confidence from Reese, trusting in that lefty J.
Outside Edwards. Over to the wing. Reese. Chicago trailing here. Here's Jordan. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Virginia Beach making a switch here. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Takes a three. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Jordan down low. Reese pulls it in. And stolen by Mourning. And the shot goes in.
Check out Mourning inside, where he operates with such confidence. This close in, he knows he's got the shot.
Reese gets the bucket.
Contact or no contact, she was getting through. Great use of power on her part. Well, that's just a careless pass. He's lucky that was just deflected and not picked off.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. "16 seconds left from the first quarter of the game. To the paint. Out to Edwards. Here's Hawkins. And oh, the block shot grabs it out of the air. We're at the end of the first, Clark, in a close game so far. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And when you consider how Virginia Beach is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
Yeah, it's the kind of offense every coach loves to see. Selfless and smart.
And here's Millsap from the arc.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Edwards. Johnson with the block.
Well, that's excellent defense by Johnson. Able to protect the rim without fouling.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
Johnson with the defensive effort.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
And talking to Con Kniffel, Greg, he has a burning passion to be great. You can just tell it.
Yeah, he gets up before everyone else and goes to work. Some people have called him an old soul, just very mature and disciplined.
And it's Beal in the corner, trying to find Johnson. He's got it now. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Well, how about the toughness Johnson showed there? It's clear he fears no one and loves capitalizing through contact.
Dan Jalen Johnson is already a nightly double-double threat, and his game, it just continues to expand.
Oh, look, Jalen Johnson, Kevin, is an all-star level guy. I mean, efficient on the offensive end, brings consistent energy every night, makes very few mistakes, and plays both ends of the floor.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And really, Howard is so adept at drawing contact, using those bruising shoulders and muscular frame to his advantage. Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that.
Absolutely.
Well, there he goes, getting some elevation and scoring 2 loud points.
Edwards with it. Picked up by Edwards. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Inside. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
Outside Edwards. Look at Edwards slotting home the 3.
Well, this is why Edwards is a nightmare for defenses. He can drive right through you or pull you apart from range like this.
Chicago calls timeout. Chicago making some changes. There's a minute left in the first half. Pass to Mourning. Over Mourning. Down low. And the dunk by Mourning.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Bounce pass from Rose. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Alonzo Mourning.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
Well, Coach, we know there's a lot of expectations tied to a #1 pick. Sometimes they fall flat, but that has not been the case so far with Anthony Edwards.
Oh, it sure as heck hasn't, Kevin. But I think it starts with Anthony Edwards welcomed the expectations. He wanted the expectations, and he has pushed himself to play to that level on a nightly basis, and he's done it. And by no means does Edwards take a lot of corner threes, but he will knock them down from there.
To the middle, outside Rose. And again, it's Virginia Beach with a 3.
And when you get inside like he did, that's when you have to locate the shooters on the perimeter. I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
And it's Virginia Beach sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. We come back right after this. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Off target from outside. Chicago trails by 14. Thompson outside. Pass to Smith. Shot clock at 5. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Great open look there. Gordon's got 6 points.
Look, you can't let shooters get their feet set. You have to run him off the catch.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Beal on the follow.
Great hustle from Beal. Those are like bonus points for him.
Pass to Rose. Back to Gordon. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Bradley Beal picks one up for Virginia Beach. They've made 3 of their first 5 foul shots tonight. And he can't hit the second.
Well, that's a rarity for him, not being able to cash in on the trip to the line.
Oh, man, that was a loud bucket.
Chicago calls timeout. Chicago trails by 13. Jordan in the corner. Back to Thompson. Mitchell outside. Here's Howard. And Howard with the stuff.
And it only takes a little effort on behalf of Howard to rise up for the flush, using that size and strength to jam it down.
Well, their schemes have been effective, and he's been a significant part of their focus.
And Mourning sends it back.
Playing strong defense inside the paint there. They'll think twice before trying that again.
That's a 2 from Smith. Virginia Beach pulls it in.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
But nothing better than knocking down the triple.
And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Mitchell with it. Good. Donovan Mitchell down low.
In a volume scorer, Mitchell excels at getting inside and converting.
And it's Gordon missing. Out to Edwards. Got a piece of it. Here's Jordan. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Jordan's got 5 points now in the quarter. Here's, whoa, a little extra right there from Edwards.
Well, that was unbelievable. Not many guys can do what Ant-Man just did.
Jordan is double. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. For three, Smith. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. Smith's got 8.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1. Free throw good, Edwards. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Well, what you have to love about Edwards is his drive. This is a guy that wants to be an all-time great when it's all said and done.
Thompson with the bucket.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
And it's for... The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Chicago. They trail by 7. To the inside, Howard. Rebound by Joel Embiid. And Virginia Beach with the possession here.
And she was able to take advantage before the defense got set. Fast break points are vital.
Thompson is double. In transition, here comes Virginia Beach. Pass to Rose. Here's Reese. Into the lane. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
The size, the overlooked quickness. Angel Reese is tough to guard when she's attacking.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Great positioning helps him control the offensive glass, and then he quickly finds his own look.
The 3 ball. And it's Chicago with the rebound. And Embiid with the block.
And Embiid protecting the rim, using that 7-foot frame, big fella.
Chicago calls timeout. So both teams changing it up here. Beal. He drills the 3.
And it's fun watching Beal take these shots. He's a master at knowing when to catch and fire.
Well, that's what playing above the rim looks like. Incredible.
Chicago trails by 8. They double team Beal. Here's Smith. Now Mitchell. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Edwards. Shoots the 3. Can't get it to go.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And good that time.
Nice, unselfish passing there by Beal. He knows he can't do it all by himself. pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.